you don't know how to do your makeup, keep watching because this is Makeup 101. I'm going to teach you how to do your makeup step by step. Today we're doing base 101, so I'm going to show you how to achieve that perfect makeup base every single time. Starting off with the most important part, which is skin prep. You need to have a good moisturized base if you want your makeup to look good. Seriously, this makes a huge difference on the way that your makeup looks and how it lays on your skin. If your skin isn't prepped correctly, it can and will ruin your makeup. Quick tip, make sure that you are letting everything absorb into your skin before moving on to the next step, especially with your skin prep because you just don't want things to start pilling. Now we're moving on to primer. You want to go ahead and prime your skin based off your skin type and kind of what you are going for. You can use a really glowy primer like the Refi Glow and Sculpt. This is going to be very, very glowy and it's going to look like shiny on the skin. So that'll obviously peek through your makeup. Now, if you prefer to blur your skin a little bit more, you can use something like the iconic London blurring primer. And this will just give you a little bit more of a blurred base. Now, once you've let that sit for a minute or two and it's all absorbed into the skin, we move on to foundation or skin tint. For this, you can just go ahead and use whatever you're feeling. If you want something a little bit more light coverage, you can use a skin tint or a tinted serum. Or if you prefer something with a little bit more coverage, medium to full coverage, you can go in with an actual foundation. I'm having a little bit of a dermatitis flare up today, so I'm gonna go in with foundation because I want that covered. With foundation, less is more. This is important to remember because you can always add more product, but you can't really take away. Just go ahead and start with a reasonable amount and then add more if needed. With your foundation, you want to make sure that you are tapping everything in and you're not dragging the brush around. You just want everything to be stippled in nicely and not streaky. Now moving on to concealer, this is kind of optional, but you can go ahead and use 2 different concealers if you want them to achieve different things on your face. For example, you can use a lighter concealer on the areas where you want to brighten the skin. So underneath the eyes for me, don't apply the concealer too close to your eye because you can just blend it upwards. And then you can go in with a concealer that's more your skin tone on the areas where you just want to add some coverage and kind of spot conceal. Another quick tip, if you want to achieve a little bit more coverage, you can let your concealer set before blending for like 30 seconds to a minute, making sure to tap everything in once again. For the under eye, I'm blending upwards close to the eye and then dragging upwards. Not dragging, but tapping. And now for setting powder, you can go ahead and take a powder puff or a brush, whatever's easiest for you. I typically like to use a powder puff. Tap some of the product onto it, tap the excess onto your hand, and then you just want to press it into the skin, making sure that you set the areas that crease first. So the under eyes, the T-zone, and the smile line area. Cannot forget that blinding forehead. And that's it. If you're someone that likes to keep a little bit of the glow, just make sure to leave the cheek and cheekbone area without any setting powder. And that is it for Base 101. I hope this was helpful. Make sure to follow along for the rest of the series because we are going to be covering Blush 101 next.